Hey, it's George with Don Johnson Motors. Today we're going to talk about a product called Premium Shield Elite. Premium Shield Elite has been around, or the company of Premium Shield has been around for 45 years, and it's all 100% US-based company. You have special machinery used to cut the material to specifically fit the vehicle you're purchasing. Now, I know you spent a lot of time and money to be able to afford the new vehicle, the nice new investment that you have. We're going to go ahead and protect it now. I have a piece here, it's a scrap piece, but I'm going to show you how it goes on. This vehicle, like I said, already has the product on it. We have it all the way up to the midline. We have it protecting the front edge of the hood, all the bumpers and materials along with it. So I found a nice clean spot to put this. As you can tell, once you put it on, it is virtually invisible to the naked eye. You can still see it, so you know what's on there. You can wipe it down. You can see how it works. Creates a nice glossy surface. Very, very little things will stick to this product. One of the great parts about it is it's self-healing. So with the Premium Shield product, it does wrap under the front of the hood. A lot of products out there won't do that. Covers all of the paint protection on the vehicle. But wrapping under the hood will protect against any rock chips that come up from the ground and hit underneath the hood, chipping and scratching this paint. One of the major factors to depreciation will come from paint chips on the hood of the vehicle. One of the really cool tests that we can use is a Sharpie test. This is a Sharpie, it's a gold one, but I think you can still see it on there. I just put it on there. Now I just take some little light chemical and it basically rubs right away. Nothing sticks to it. Fairly simple. Now I wouldn't want you to do that to your actual paint job because you might wreck it. One thing we're going to show you, now this is an extra scrap piece for how strong this product is. And as you can see, I have a screwdriver right here. I'm going to go ahead and try to puncture through it. Oh, I might have to get into her a little bit. Oh, finally. One thing I'm going to show you, and if you get right in here and look, I can scratch this piece of Premium Shield up. Really get some deep scratches, and there's no wire brush. You think I'd be doing this to the actual paint of the vehicle? All right, having all these scratches in the vehicle, and they are there. I got some really hot water. Now that hot water kind of simulates the sun action. As you can see how it beats down the vehicle, nothing sticks to it. It's pretty amazing. Now even having that, just that sun hit, that hot water, you can get in there and you can kind of see that the scratches are virtually gone. Now if this sits out in the sun for a little while, it will self-heal itself so you won't even be able to tell it's there. Now there's different levels of product that we can have. Kind of fits any budget that you have. As far as the more susceptible areas covered first, and then we move on into the little bit less, just to make a full coverage. The one thing about this vehicle is the full fender is covered with the product, along with the headlamps, up this part of it, all the way up the hood. One thing really nice about it is how it wraps around the front on both sides, all the way down, because this is where you're going to get the most of your rock chipping. Bring it around to the side. It does cover your mirror caps, and it covers partial up here, all your A-pillars. One big one is the door cups. Now, if you're married like I am, you go ahead and you will have that issue where it scratches every time you go in there. Females' wedding bands, of course, have a little bit bigger rock on there, so they are easier to scratch with. One thing I do want to talk about briefly is the door edge protection. Now, door edge protection has been around for a very long time, either a chrome strip or a black strip. One thing about the vehicle is this is installed all the way down here, a nice thin strip of it that protects it without you being able to see it. So being virtually invisible on there does offer you the protection without the extra gaudiness of having to have it on there. One of the major parts of the vehicle that we have covered is this awesome deck lid down here. Now when you open your trunk and you're going in and out of it with suitcases and groceries, you're scratching this. If you look at any vehicle, and I challenge you to go out and look at your vehicle right now, your trade-in, and look at this back trunk lid. Now, unless you've taken extreme caution when loading things in and out of it, this probably has a bunch of scratches on it, which is one of the #1 things we look at when evaluating a trade-in. Another spot we have the ability to put Premium Shield is on the rocker panels. Now, on the rocker panels on some vehicles, you see a lot of chipping and scratching of the paint on the bottom rocker panels. When you put Premium Shield on the bottom rocker panel, it goes all the way back and it's closest to the ground. So any kind of chipping and rocks that come up and hit it is going to end up protecting that vehicle. And when we live in Wisconsin, any kind of a rock chip on here, what happens to it? It automatically starts to rust pretty much as soon as it chips. So we want to definitely get that protection and keep your vehicle nicer, newer, longer, hold that trade-in value. And if you do plan on keeping the vehicle for a amount of time, you won't have to deal with all the rust problems down the road.